there was a discussion with Warren Makubo. Then what happened further?
Kwase kuthini ke emuva kokuthi ukushilo lokwashilo Makubo
You may not refer
asisakhulumi
to
ngakho
what he said.
siyadlula khona kwase kwenzekani kamuva
Kwenzekile futhi ukuthi ngidibane naye for okwesibili
ubani
Warrant Officer Makubo
it happened again that I met Warrant Officer Makubo for the second time
with Colonel Buthelezi.
kanye naye Colonel Buthelezi.
When was it?
Kwakunini
What's a meeting is in General was in his day.
it was now a second meeting. The other meeting with the general had now finished. It was now another meeting.
Do you remember which year? it
So
was?
kumbulunya
About 2019.
I think it was 2019. Sorry,
Yeah.
I will check for that.
So what was the purpose of that meeting?
Kwakuyini inhloso yaleyo mhlangano lo?
Nami ngangazi because eqaleni wayithe ayikho.
Okay, I also didn't know because at first he said that
As a court, please don't refer to the
asingangeni
content.
imininingwane ukuthi kwakhuluma kwathini.
Yes.
Ngifuna nje ukwazi inhloso.
Who initiated that meeting?
Yeah, kwakuwumbono kabantu ukuthi abe naleyo meeting.
Colonel Buthelezi.
Colonel Buthelezi.
And what was the purpose of the meeting?
Inhloso, kwakuyini inhloso yemhlangano?
Kwakuthola ukuthi mina ngazi ini.
To find out as to what is that I knew.
Yes. Did you tell them what you knew about the meeting?
Ngabe wabatshela ukuthi wazini?
Ngamtshela engwaziyo.
I told him what I knew.
Yes. And what happened thereafter? You may not refer to what you said.
Asangeni-ke ukuthi wabatshelani kwase kwenzekani. Siyandlulile manje ubatshelile ukuthi wazini siyandlula-ke kwase kwenzekani emuva kokuthi ubatshelile.
Colonel Buthelezi.
Now with Colonel Buthelezi
Yes. After the meeting with Colonel Buthelezi and Warrant Officer Makubo, what happened further?
ufikile umhlangano wandlula lo kwakwala Makubo noButhelezi kwase kwenzekani emuva kwalokho.
Emva kwalokho uqhubekile isikhathi ngoba bekuwolo nyaka bekuwunyaka obhizinyana.
The time went on because it was still in that year. It was a busy year. Yebo.
Which year are you referring to?
Kuma ngawuphi unyaka?
2019.
2019. I found myself being busy.
Yes. Why did you say you found yourself being busy?
Usho ngani ukuthi wathola busy?
Ngoba naye uKenneth Buthelezi wabe-accuse ukuthi ngivela uKelly Khumalo.
Yes, you may not
I was
refer
accused
to
by
what.
Buthelezi.
Yes. What happened further? You said it was a busy year. What happened further?
Kwase kwenzekani?
Okay.
Right.
Just want to be reminded.
Yes, we're at a point where you had a meeting with Colonel Buthelezi and Warrant Officer Makubo.
Sindlulile manje la ku meeting.
What happened after that meeting?
Kwenzekani emva kwalo meeting?
Ngiyakhumbula kwaba ne-incident yokuthi kuthiwe kuboshwe uMuzi,
I remember there was an incident where it was said that Muzi had been arrested.
Yeah, who's Muzi?
Bani Muzi?
accused number 1.
So lokuqala.
Then kwabe sekufika abakubo futhi
Again, his relatives arrived.
beza i-police station
They came to the police station.
bezongibuza ukuthi actually bambuza ngokunye
They asked me about something different.
babazi babengibuza ngoMuzi kodwa ma kulalela inkulumo
And in that, they were asking me about Muzi,
uboshwa kaMuzi.
about his arrest.
So akukho engangikwazi ukutheni ubosheleni ngakho akukho.
I knew nothing as to why was he arrested.
Was he arrested in connection with this case?
Ngabo wayiboshelwe lona lecala leli. No.
Yes, and when was it more or less?
Kwakunini?
I think kwakuJune
I think it was in June.
Which year?
Nyaka.
2019.
Same year, 2019.
Then
Yes, you proceed.
Yep.
emva kwalokho kwabe sekufika
Yes. Yes, you mentioned that you had a meeting with Brigadier Gininda at Telkom Towers. Were there any further meetings between you and Brigadier Gininda after?
Sorry to interject, my lord. I keep seeing that the witness is perhaps pouring or looking at something.
What is that? What is he looking at?
This is my paper. This is
Oh,
my notes that I'm
He's
taking.
looking at what?
No. I just wanted to know.
He's not reading it, he's looking at it.
All right.
This is what I'm writing.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. You mentioned the meeting that you had with Brigadier Gininda. Were there any further meetings with him?
Ukhulumile nge-meeting kaBrigadier Gininda. Ngabe kwazazikhona ezinye meeting ezazikhona?
Kwenye meeting after Telkom Towers ile afika kuyo kimi Aviator, Kempton Park.
Except for the meeting at the Telkom Towers, he came to me at Aviator, Kempton Park.
When was it?
Kwakunini?
Kwakuyi 13. Yeah, 13.
13 Zaipinyana, Wopinyana. 13 November.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was he alone at the meeting?
Ngabe wayehamba yedwa kuleyo meeting leyo?
Wayengezanga yedwa ehamba nomunye ubrigadier.
He was not alone, he was in the company of another brigadier.
Yes. Do you remember his name?
Usakukhumbula igama lakhe?
Ngikhumbula igama ngoba waye-introduce ngegama mayiqeda.
I remember the name,
Tony.
What's it?
Tony.
He introduced himself by name, Tony.
Yes. What happened at that meeting?
Kwenzekani kuleyo mhlangano loyo?
Babe sebengibuza nje ngokwazi ukuthi ngazi mayelana nalolu daba.
They asked me about my knowledge as to what is it that I knew about this matter.
Uma ukhumbula nami akukho engangikwazi okwaphatheka ngaphandle kwalokho engangikuweshilo manje.
If you recall, there's nothing tangible which I knew except for that which I have already alluded to.
Ngabe sengimtshela ukuthi nami anginalwazi lakho ukuthi kwenziwa yibo or yini or whatever babekusho ukuthi kwenzeka lokho anginalwazi lakho.
I then informed them that I didn't know as to whether it was done or committed by them. I had no knowledge about it.
Yes.
Yebo.
Then emva kwalokho wabe sethi naye uzozenzela uphenyo.
After he said that he was going to conduct his own investigation.
If you say you had no knowledge whether it was done by them, what do you mean?
Ukuthi ngangeke ngithi nginesiqinisekiso sokuthi yibo ababulala uMeyiwa ngangeke kwafuni baqhambe namanga.
That I wouldn't tell lies to them and said that I had certainty that they are the ones that killed Meyiwa.
Yes. Who are they? Who are you referring to?
Uma uthi wongeke ukuthi yibo ababulala Meyiwa ukhuluma ngobani?
Ngabasolwa.
The suspects.
But emva kwalokho ngabe sengiba nolwazi olwami lwalo personal ukuthi I was sure ukuthi yebo yibo.
But thereafter I had my own knowledge where I was now sure or certain that indeed it was them.
If you say it was them, who are you referring to?
Uma uthi kwakuyibo ukhuluma ngobani?
From accused number 1 to 5.
From I choose number 1 to 5.
And why do you say so?
Ukusho yini lokho?
Ngenxa lesi sigameko esenza ngaleli langa ngikhona.
Sorry, because of the incident that happened on the day when I was there.
Yes. Which incident?
Yebo. Siphi isigameko?
Into yokuthi babuye bangena neyibhamu
That they came back and they had firearms
and they celebrate.
and celebrating his death.
Yes. How was it celebrated?
They celebrated kanjani?
Ibhodlela le-whiskey.
With a bottle of whiskey.
Yes. Why do you say it was celebrated?
Ukushiso yini ukuthi babe celebrate?
Kwangimangazi bakuthathaphi bona lokho. Emva kwalokho
Angifuna sengajaha. It amazed me or it surprised me as to where they got that from. And thereafter, emva kwalokho,
kube khona insolo eyibhekiswa kubo.
and thereafter allegations directed at them.
Yes. But
Then emva kwalokho noMuzi ayikhulume nami.
And thereafter, Muzi himself speaking about it with me.
Muzi, which occasion?
Accused number 1.
Umsolo wokuqala.
Yes. Which occasion are you referring to?
Isiphi lesigameko okhuluma ngaso? Ukuthi wayikhuluma nawe.
Telephonically and nasekhaya.
Telephonically and at back home.
And if you say telephonically, which occasion are you referring to?
Uma usithi telephonically ukhuluma ngaliphi
And
ihlandla?
if you say back at home, which occasion are you referring to?
To the incident ukuthi angikhuzele bona.
With regards to the incident of requesting him to stop them.
Requesting them to stop who?
Ukuthi astophe bani?
Like abafowabo ukuthi beplane ukungibulala.
His brothers were planning to kill me.
And naye angitshela ukuthi kumayelana nalolu daba lakhipha.
And also him telling me that it was about the incident of the goalkeeper.
And when was the occasion when he told you about the incident of the goalkeeper?
Ukutshela kwakhe ngodaba likakeeper kwakunini?
Kwaku-August.
It was in August.
Yeah, what was the occasion?
Umcimbi ekhaya kwakukanosisi wami.
It was
Ayikhona.
my sister's wedding back home. He was also present.
What is it in particular that made you suspicion regarding his utterances
yini ke le eyakubangela ukuthi ube nensolo kuloko awayekusho kuwena
during that occasion?
ngaleso sikhathi leso ngithi sikhuluma manje ngalelanga logana kwasisi wakho yini le kuloko awayekusho eyakubangela ukuthi ube nensolo
ukuthi ngendlela ayisho ngakhona lesizixoxa ngakhona.
so in the manner in which he said it and how we were discussing it yebo
yamtshela sithuna ulwazi ngalo.
it showed me that he had knowledge about it
Yes, what is it in particular that
yini le
made you to gain that impression?
yini
Yes, what is it in particular that
yini le
made you to gain that impression?
yini le uthi yona eyakubangela ukuthi ke cha manje usiyangitshengisa ukuthi uyazi
Ukuthi washo ukuthi kuyinkinga.
he said that it was a problem
Emva kwalokho kwathi makuza omunye saye ukuxoxa ngayo kodwa asibangasaqhubeka ngayo.
and when someone else now approached us we stopped it and we didn't discuss it anymore.
So while Baloyi takes down notes from this Nganegwane that Constable Zungu is sharing under oath. First of all, what are you writing, Baloyi? What could you possibly be writing? Because he isn't giving much detail, okay? Have you noticed the story? Anytime Baloyi asks for further details, Constable Zungu just can't give the details. So, for example, he says, when did you talk to Muzi? And then he just says, on the phone and back home. Okay. That is such a vague response. And then Baloyi asks, what do you mean back home? Can you give more details? And he says, at my sister's wedding, back home. And he was also present. I would have loved for Baloyi to ask, what's your sister's name? What was the wedding date? Muzi's family was there. Who from Muzi's family was there? So go into the story. If it's a real story, we want to know, who are these people who are threatening a whole police officer? Where do they get the bravery? Okay, where do they get the liver to threaten a police officer in such a public manner, in a whole at a wedding? But you know what, with the incident that happened at Lusikisiki, may their souls rest in peace, we can't put it past that it happened, but the fact that Zungu cannot give details on it. I mean, if someone is threatening you, you would have details on the incident. Or am I thinking too much into this? Let me know your thoughts on that. At the beginning, he talks about his meeting with Warrant Officer Makubo and Colonel Buthelezi, but he just doesn't go into much detail there either. He just doesn't go into detail. And then he says the meeting passed, and then he whispered it, okay? He threw it into the record that Buthelezi accused him of defending Kelly Khumalo or covering up for Kelly Khumalo, and Baloyi would not have it, okay? Baloyi stopped him from even completing the sentence, but you know, because I listened, I needed to know what is it that he really said. So for me, listening to this now, after we've heard Ukininda on the stand, it feels to me like Warrant Officer Makubo and Colonel Buthelezi separated from Gininda's version. As we heard Gininda saying, he had his own inferences that there were intruders in the house, but nobody else believed that there were intruders on the team. So therefore, I think there was that huge divide in the team. Did Brigadier Gininda find Zungu so that he could get rid of Warrant Officer Makubo and Colonel Buthelezi? Was this some kind of revenge? I don't know, but it's quite interesting, and definitely the defense should call Makubo and Buthelezi to the stand, since Baloyi has no interest in those two, which is quite odd to me, if you ask. But let's continue listening on to Zungu, okay? One thing that does come out here, which is a similarity, is that Zungu says Gininda was at the meeting with another brigadier, but he doesn't remember the brigadier's name, which is a similarity to what Brigadier Gininda is saying, who is saying, yes, I was there with a brigadier, I think it's brigadier that starts with the name P. So that is a similarity with them. But what actually happened at the meeting, that's where they become to differ. But let's get back to this witness testimony, or should I say Nganegwane.
Yes, anything further that you wish to add?
Khona okunye ofisa ukuthi kwengeza? I think that's enough. That I can still recall.
Now, what was the last meeting that you had with General Lishabani?
Kwakuyini umhlangano wokugcina owaba nawo naye uGeneral Shabane?
okuyi-19
It was on the 19th November
2019.
2019.
And what was the outcome that was arrived at that meeting?
Yini noma yisiphi isinqumo esathathwa kulo mhlangano lo wange-19 November 2019?
Mangikhumbula kahle ukuthi siye ukukhuluma ngalolu daba
If I remember well, that we should stop talking about this matter
because wayiba-informing abanye such as the National Commission
because he had informed the others, such as the National Commissioner,
waqinisekisa ke ngokuthi ngophenyo lakhe abasolwa
and he assured me that as far as his investigation went, that the suspects were the right ones.
And the last meeting that you had with Brigadier Gininda, when was that?
Umhlangano wokugcina owawunawo noGininda wawunini wona?
maybe myself through a statement
It was a statement. It was when I wanted a statement from me.
No, but I'm referring to, you mentioned that you met him at Kempton Park in the presence of another Brigadier Tony. Were there any other further meetings after this one?
Ushilo ukuthi wahlangana naye ke Aviator eCampton Park kanye ehamba nomunye uBrigadier uTony. Emuva kwaloyo mhlangano khona umunye umhlangano waba nawo noGininda? No.
And what was the outcome of that meeting?
Kwaba
What was
yini?
decided?
Isiphi isinqumo esathathwa kulo mhlangano lo kanye noGininda lo waseCampton Park?
ukuthi uzozenza uphenyo
That he was going to conduct his investigation.
And just for record purpose, when was this meeting?
Umhlangano lo uthi wawunini?
13
13 November
2019
2019.
Now, you refer to Warrant Officer Makubo and Colonel Buthelezi. Did they take any statement from you regarding the matter?
Ukhulumile mayelana no Warrant Officer Makubo kanye no Colonel Buthelezi ngaba bona ikhona idocument noma istatement abasithatha kuwena mayelana nalolu daba?
no
No.
And just maybe finally, are you able to describe the 9mm that you refer to, that you say you saw in Mr. Gwabeni's room?
I-9mm le othi wayibona-ke lapha egumbini lakhe uGwabeni ungakwazi uyichaza?
noma isikhathi sesiside ayiside kakhulu isikhathi
It's been a long time, a very long time.
Yes.
angeke ngithi ngoba akukho mhlawumbe ngathi ngayishuthi isithombe maybe kodwa ngoba isikhathi side kakhulu yenzeka le nto.
There's no way where I can say I took a picture of it and it's been a long time since the incident happened.
Yes. But just a general description.
Ungachaza nje general nje.
Objection, my lord. The witness has already indicated that he can't.
Yes.
As a court, are you able to give any other description beyond what you've just said?
Ngaphandle kwalokho osokushilo khona nje okunye ungakusho ungachaza ngaphandle kwalokho oqeda ukusho.
Objection. That's just the same question. It goes back to the same answer. He said he can't describe it because this incident took place a very long time.
Okay. It's nothing tense on that, my lord. We leave it at that. Just
Maybe
maybe.
able to describe it. I'll tell you why. He said it's a 9mm. It's not a description. Mr. Minister.
Yes,
All of you. When he says it's a 9mm, that's not a description. Mr. No, it's not a description.
It is, but you cannot go
Mr.
further. It is,
Not
but
a
you cannot.
description.
But when he says
It's a 9mm. You could have said it's a .38. Okay, you've heard it.
Yes.
no, but I don't understand what the court is actually saying because he says
Mr. Rafaelis, do you understand me?
No, I don't understand. I don't understand it.
Okay, fine. We don't understand each other. No problem. It's because you guys, sorry, you didn't object when Mr. Baloyi said, can you describe the 9mm? That was your question, right?
Indeed, my lord.
He said, he didn't say firearm. He said, can you describe the 9mm you saw at the room of one, what's that guy? Gwabeni is.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
No, I can't describe it because
That's
it's a
it.
very long time incident.
Fine, I would have expected you to object.
Yes.
Okay,
Why should we have protected?
because he's leading the witness. He should have said, can you describe the firearm which you saw?
Yes,
That's a world of difference.
Yes, I think I said that, my lord.
Okay, fine, let's
If I
leave it.
recall.
That- nothing turns on
But
it.
nothing turns on it. We just want to just maybe finally show you some further photos from Exhibit S.
Exhibit S.
Yes, page 20. Yes, page 22. Page 22. Page 22 of Exhibit S. You know,
Okay.
the photos to come up on the screen. Yes, what is your comment regarding this picture? Page 22. You can also look at the screen.
Ngathini ngaleso sithombe leso 22.
Ngathi ngibona uGaza,
I would say I see Gaza,
Yes, which accused?
Umsola,
accused number 3.
accused number 3,
Photo 23.
23,
Yeah, Gaza,
it's Gaza,
Yes, which accused?
Umsola,
accused number 3.
accused number 3,
Photo 24.
24,
Ngibona nomunye kodwa ngibona ohleli phansi
I see someone else, but I see him is seated.
Who?
Ubani?
uGaza,
It's Gaza.
Which accused?
Umsola,
accused number 3.
accused number 3, and another one. Yeah.
Yes. Is that the only person you recognize?
Yena phela umuntu ombonayo la?
Khona omunye engimbonayo kodwa angifuni ukumsukela ngenzeni. Ngizothi yena phela ngibona.
There is someone else I see, but I don't. I would only say now that he's the only one that I see.
Okay. Photo 29.
29.
Yeah. Ohleli phansi,
He's seated.
Yes, who?
Ubani?
accused number 3.
Accused number 3.
Photo 31.
31.
Accused number 3.
Accused number 3.
Which one?
Mopi. Come on, laughing. Here he is.
Page 35.
35.
Or maybe just before 34.
34. 34.
34 alikuwa clear.
34 is not that clear.
35.
35.
My lord, this is not an objection, because probably to assist my colleague here. In all the photos that have been flighted here, a court where accused number 3 appeared with his dreadlocks tied at the back with a wool. Photos are not in dispute. Photos do not lie. This just to assist my colleague, my lord. He can spend the whole day trying to demonstrate that this is accused number 3, number 3, number 3. At the end of the day, it's him. Specifically with those heads that are appearing on those photos.
No,
Thank you, ma'am.
maybe he's not going the way you think he's going.
okay.
Are you going the same way?
The only way that Mr. can assist us if he makes formal admissions in terms of Section 220. That is the only way, my lord.
Okay.
Page 35. Yes, do you recognize anyone there? And who is that?
Ubani?
Accused number 3.
Accused number 3.
In any of your meetings with General Shabani, the photos of the accused feature?
Kumhlangano obenayo naye uGeneral Shabani ngaba izithombe zabasolwa khona la otshengiswa khona izithombe zabasolwa.
Kutshengiswa uGeneral Shabani
By General Shabani.
Yeah.
Yes.
showing me.
No. Did photos of the accused feature in any of your meetings with General Shabane?
Feature speaking about?
Yes.
Ngabe kukhulunyiwe yini ngey'thombe zabasolwa kwimihlangano obe nayo noGeneral Shabane?
ukuthi akayibukanga iy'thombe so uyithombe angitshele ngazo wayeyicedile yini kodwa yena akukho aze nazo ngimu-witness.
Not that he came with pictures from me and said to me, here are the pictures, but he did request for some photos from me.
Yes, to just tell us about that occasion.
Awusitsheleke ngalokho ukuthi actually ithombe kuwena.
Bengilaze ka-accused number 3.
I didn't have photos of accused number 3.
Yes, what?
Yebo.
Yes.
Benginethombe ka-accused number 1
I had photo of accused number 1
and accused number 2.
and I think accused number 2.
Yes.
Only.
Yes, what did you do? Where did you obtain those photos?
Wawuyithola kuphi lezo y'thombe lezo?
Ngithathe efonini cishe kaGwabini.
From Gwabini's phone. The witness is whispering, my lord, says he'd like to go to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. What's the time?
Yes, as it's almost time for the long adjournment.
10?
Yeah, it's now 11 minutes to 1. In light of the discussion that we had in chambers,
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe it should be an appropriate time then to adjourn to tomorrow, in light of the request of the defense.
Indeed, so my lord, that was the arrangement in chambers. If I can find out from my learned colleague how long he still has to go with this witness, perhaps we can utilize the full 15 minutes, my lord.
We almost at the tail end. We're almost done, man. This is the last question.
The last question.
Yeah, if he can just be allowed to go to the
Yeah, but
bathroom.
in Nyaga Nyanj.
No, he said he must go. Zomini.
Okay, well, agenda till tomorrow then.
Zomuka kusasa.
Zungu is struggling with the line of questioning, and he's really struggling. He's really struggling, and then all of a sudden he has to go to the bathroom. He absolutely has to go to the bathroom, but conveniently at the same time there's the adjournment for the day. So they take the adjournment and then they adjourn for the entire day. But as well, they went through the photos, okay, the photo exhibits, and Zungu identifying Ugadla being accused number 3, advocate Umnisi's client, and Umnisi stands up and says, let's not waste each other's time. We can just say a photo cannot be disputed. A photo is a photo. Yes, that is accused number 3 with dreadlocks tied to the back. I thought that was a pretty interesting thing that advocate Umnisi did. So now we know for sure the photos that are being displayed with the dreadlocks is Gadla. Now, this is the question I have. Was he targeted? So in the quest to seek SENZO MEYIWA's intruders, one of the intruders, did they target Nkabi with dreadlocks? Is that what happened? I don't know. I'm thinking aloud. Did they target? Was this strategic? How Umncube became intruder number 1, or should I say one of the intruders, and then Ubongani Ntanzi became the second intruder? Because we don't have details of the others. The only way that accused number 1, 4, and 5 are in this story is because of Zungu. So Zungu is the mastermind of the story, or Zungu is the mouthpiece. Either way, very interesting developments. So this was Zungu's evidence in chief, which was last year. So as you watch this, keep that in mind so that you can compare it with what Gininda is saying this year. And to be quite honest, they are saying 2 different things. Very different testimonies. So let's go ahead and gather in the comment section and discuss this further. Let me know what else you catch that I might have missed. And if you have made it this far in the video, you absolutely have my heart. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And you know the house rules, and done. Here we go. Thanks so much for watching. If you've made it this far in the video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and absolutely share this video with the last 3 people you chatted with on WhatsApp. If you've watched all the ads, you absolutely have my heart. You're my VIP gang. And to become a channel member, okay, to have exclusive access to our defense team emojis plus is definitely by hitting that join button, okay? And I promise not to rob you. It is absolutely affordable. And there's going to be some extra content that I'm going to be doing today. So please make sure your notification bell is turned on. If you're watching us from outside the club, please consider subscribing so that you also get the notifications on my next upload. To all the sweet, beautiful messages I get, comments, okay? I see your comments. I love them. Thank you for encouraging me. Some people say they cannot sleep without an upload. Some people say they're addicted to my voice. Oh my God. Should I start singing happy birthday on your birthdays? Should I make that a membership benefit? Let me know in the comment section down below. To my shy gang, you too count on this channel. Make sure you drop a soccer emoji in the comment section down below, as we're here together, gathered for justice for SENZO MEYIWA. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload.